Hey everybody, here for another edition or another volume of Keeping It Current. This is late as well. Like all of my Keeping It Currents, with the exception of the next one I'm gonna do, was delayed. I didn't have the time to do it last weekend, so I'm catching up. So let's get into it. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is Sanaa Lathan is supposed to executive produce and star in the Omar Tyree book, the film adaptation of Omar Tyree's book Flyy Girl. And me, growing up as a teenager, I read that book and I love that book. I read that book more than once. And I mean, the book is basically about a teenage girl who goes through crushes, heartbreaks, um, falling in love, like just all kinds of stuff. And I mean, it's a really good book for girls or whatever. Like it's an interesting book, and I mean, I just can't wait to see how it's gonna come to life on on screen. So because sometimes when people do film adaptations of books, sometimes the book is better than the film or vice versa. So I just can't wait to see. And I mean, Sanaa Lathan is an excellent actress. And she's gonna executive produce it. So I just want to see how it's gonna be, and I'm hoping it's gonna be really, really good. I mean, I have no doubt. So I can't wait to see it. Um, okay, so I didn't really get to watch the Rachel Dolezal Today Show interview, but I just heard a couple of things from it. Like she was saying something like when she growing up, she identified as black because every time she would go and draw herself in color, she would always pick the brown crayon instead of the peach crayon. And her parents was like, "See, there she go again lying. She did pick the peach crayon. She's white. She just need." And I'm just like, this is just so annoying. Like, just stop lying. Just tell the truth. It's okay. People will respect you more if you tell the truth. You already busted for not being a full-on black woman. Just be honest and tell the truth. Stop lying to people. We already know. So I'm just like, just give it up. Okay, you identify as black, but that's not the question. The question is, are you black? Are you African American? No? Okay, moving on. That's all. It's simple. Are you black or are you white? It's simple. So anyway, um, oh, the next thing, Janet Jackson announced her tour dates for her upcoming tour, and I believe she's working on new music. So I mean, I see she's not her tour. I mean, I don't know if it's like more dates to come, but I see that her tour is not in New York. So wah 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 for me if I wanted to go. But I mean, I hope the people that do go, they enjoy it, because I've seen all of Janet Jackson's concerts like on HBO or whatever, when she used to have her tour, like a Velvet Rope tour, her All For You tour. I've seen them on TV, and they look just as good on TV as I'm sure they look perfect in person. So I already know she's gonna kill the tour. The tour is gonna be awesome. Her new music is gonna be fire. So I can't wait to hear about it. Or if she puts it on TV, I can't wait to see it. So sad case. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood star Nikki Muddaris. Her brother passed away at the age of 28, and it said that he passed away of I think a drug overdose, which I think is sad because he's like the same age as me. So that's sad, and I just I feel for her because we all know how it is to lose a loved one, but to lose a loved one so young to drugs is very sad. But what I like the most is that her and Molly got on Instagram, and they, sent out their condolences, and, just, made nice little pictures or whatever in response to his death or whatever. So, I mean, my condolences and my prayers goes out to Nikki and the Muddaris family, and I just pray that, they get past it and they're okay, like they uplift each other and they love each other. So, prayers and condolences to you, Nikki. Um, Speaking of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, it premieres August 31st. And so far, um, well, it's not really many storylines, but supposedly Hazel E is with Cat Williams. Cat Williams is like her sugar daddy. That's a weird couple. Um, well, this is recent and might not even be included in the storyline, but Princess and Ray J broke up and he sold her car. Them two always got drama. They don't even need to be together, but whatever. Um, Tierra Marie is dating somebody. I mean, it's alleged. I don't know how true it is, but I read it somewhere. She's dating somebody. For the life of me, I can't remember his name, but when I do, I'll put it in the description. But I can't remember his name right now. We all know Moniece is dating Rich. April and Omarion are together. I don't think Lil Fizz is dating anybody. Soulja Boy is allegedly dating somebody named Lil Debbie. And I'm like, how you dating somebody already and you and Nia ain't even been, like, whatever. They just relationship hop or whatever. But anyway, it premieres August 31st, so I can't wait to see it. I mean, I liked Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. A lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it because a lot of the people that's on there, we knew about. A lot of people didn't like it for the simple fact that everybody in the cast is young, like they're all in their 20s and 30s. But I'm like, I mean, it's fine. I mean, people in the first, like, Love and Hip Hop New York and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, they're in their, like, 30s and 40s or, late 20s to 40s. Like, they're more mature. So I guess people feel like they can't relate to Love and Hip Hop Hollywood because people are, younger. It's for younger. But, I mean, it's still interesting to me, whatever. Um, so I was reading this story where somebody said they went to KFC and I guess they ordered chicken and it looked like it was in the shape of a rat, and supposedly KFC did say it was a rat, so the person is going to get their lawyers involved. But then I'm hearing that DNA testing shows that it was actually chicken. It just looked like a rat. Man, I don't know. But this ain't the first, second, nor third time have I heard of KFC serving rats and all this other weird stuff in their chicken. And it's also like a lot of rumors out there that the reason why it's called KFC and not Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore is because they don't serve chicken. And I'm like, no matter what you tell people, they still gonna eat it. So I mean, if that's true, then whatever. I don't eat Kentucky Fried Chicken, so I don't eat KFC, so I don't care. But people just gonna have to learn the hard way. But I don't know, whatever. So allegedly, VH1 is in talks of producing a transgender love and hip hop show. And I already know people are going to be in an uproar with that show because a lot of rappers that are affiliated with these transgender women are going to probably retaliate. Like, and I mean, that's not always good. So, I don't know. Like, if they're going to do a transgender love and hip hop, maybe they should do it where these girls are not affiliated with these rappers because that's going to be bad on on the rappers and their reputation and everything. And it's going to be it's going to be a dangerous situation. So if you do a love and hip hop type show for transgender women, just do it based on them. Don't do it because they affiliated with this person. Like romantically. Don't do it because of that. That's a whole bunch. I mean, drama makes for good TV and ratings, but you don't want nobody getting killed on this show. So, I mean, I'm all for the transgender show. I'm all for equality, but I just don't want nobody getting hurt. So they might want to put a spin on the love part of love and hip hop for the transgender. I'm just saying. So, somebody recorded Peter Thomas from Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's Cynthia Bailey's husband. Somebody recorded him kissing on some other chick in a club. So after he was caught, he apologized to Cynthia, like, just for embarrassing her. But Cynthia is like, okay, just because he was kissing somebody in the club does not mean he's a cheater. I'm like, okay, Cynthia. It may not mean he's a cheater, but it does mean that he's disrespectful. Because if you're his wife and he loves you or whatever, he would not even act inappropriate like that with any other chick. That's it in a nutshell. And see, you were so worried about Phaedra and her affair, her alleged affair, that her douchebag of a husband, I believe, made up. Just like he made up the text messages and the lies about Kenya. But you so worried about that situation, you ain't even checking your husband. And I remember Portia was saying that Peter was sleeping around with everything in Atlanta, and he denied it at the reunion. And I mean, I'm not saying that this video proves that he's sleeping with other women, but it damn sure proves that he doesn't have he don't have the respect for Cynthia that he claims he does. So Cynthia needs to worry about her own skeletons in her household and stop concerning herself with everybody else's drama. So, okay, I'm not saying that he's necessarily a cheater because he's kissing on some next chick in the club or whatever, but I am saying it's inappropriate and you need to check that and put your foot down. Stop being a doormat, especially when it comes to him. Grow some balls when it comes to him. You want to sit up here and be the new Cynthia, grow some balls when it comes to your husband. Moving on. I'm sorry, but Cynthia just annoys me. She annoyed me this past season because it's like too little too late with the attitude. You should have been had that attitude a long time ago. Now you got the attitude, nobody really cares, honestly. So, oh my God, this story had me in tears. I'm like, this is so ratchet, but I am so here for it. Gilbert Arenas smashed his ex-fiancé, her car, Laura Govan, with a cinder block. And she broke 34 windows in his home. And the reason why they are running around effing up cars and houses was over a lost Netflix password. Oh my God. I laughed so hard when I first heard this. I was like, really? And when I had posted it on my Facebook, one of my friends on my friends list was like, yo, Netflix is some serious ish. I'm like, okay, but y'all breaking windows and y'all busting up cars all for a Netflix password? That's so ratchet. Them two are ratchet. They are a hot mess, but that story made my day. That made my day. Hilarious. Okay. Well, update on Lamar Odom's friend, Jamie Sangouthai. I don't know if I said it in the last one, but they said that he passed away from a flesh-eating disease caused by using dirty needles. So I guess he was a drug addict. And a lot of people thought that it was AIDS. But, I mean, I don't know how long he was using or anything, but a lot of people thought it was AIDS. It wasn't AIDS, it was something else. I forgot the name. It's like a long name. But, yeah, it was like a disease that, I guess, like, eats up your skin, your insides, and then it kills you or whatever. So I'm like, and he was using a dirty needle, so that makes it worse. So not everybody clean. I mean, ish happens. I mean, sometimes addiction is just hard to, rid yourself of. And I mean, I just hope Lamar Odom isn't spinning out of control. Because, I mean, that's a lot to handle. And that was his best friend. So the last and final thing I want to talk about, which is sad and it annoyed me. So this guy, Dylan Stormroof, decides to go into a Charleston church sit there for an hour, pray while they having like a I think it was Bible study they were having, prayer meeting. He sat with them for an hour and then got up and shot 9 innocent black people. He was a white guy. And it's like a lot of conspiracies surrounding it. First of all, rest in peace to each and every victim that passed away. I heard one of the victims was a senator, I think, of Charleston. I think he was the pastor at the church also, but it was 6 women that passed away and 3 men. So basically, it's like a lot of stories coming out about this guy, basically saying that he's been plotting for months to do this, to start a race war, and how he's racist and he doesn't like black people, and what started him with, not liking black people was the Trayvon Martin case, and then now I'm seeing all these racist pages and tweets and Facebook posts of people talking about what he did was right. It's basically trying to separate us yet again. And in my opinion, dude was a coward. He was a coward. And he even partly admitted in his manifesto that he was a coward. Because he said something like, well, I'm not strong enough to go in the hoods and fight. I don't have the strength to do that. Why? Because if you go to the hood and be on that BS, you would have got your behind popped. So you went to the one place where you knew they would accept you like a coward, and you killed 9 innocent people. A 5-year-old baby in the prayer meeting played dead just to stay alive. That's sad. A 5-year-old should not have to. I mean, kudos to her, him, her, whoever, for their bravery or whatever, but that's a baby. And that baby shouldn't have had to witness that. And it just breaks my heart, because it's like, why is it always about skin color? Why is it always about race? Why is it always about ethnicity? Why is it always about, a person's religion? Why can't people just like people? Why can't we just see each other's personality? Why does it have to be color? This really, it really it irks my soul. And I'm one of those people who I cannot stand ignorance. I hate ignorance with a passion. So when people talk about stuff that they don't know, or people offer their opinion on something, just because, like, to say, oh, they were black, they deserve to die. And that's why we have that whole Black Lives Matter movement going on, because black people are getting killed left and right. But people basically saying, oh, we deserve it because we're savages, we're animals, we involve ourselves in black on black crime every day, when that's not even the truth. Yes, there's black on black crime, but that's the people who are ignorant, who don't want to take up the time to pick up a book and read and go to school and get they learn on so that they could be somebody. No, they want to take the easy way out in life. That I can agree on. That makes us look bad as people. But let's not sit up here and try and make it seem like black people are the only ones who kill each other. I'm pretty sure there's white on white crime. I'm pretty sure there's Hispanic on Hispanic crime. I'm pretty sure there's it doesn't matter what your race is, there's crime everywhere. But the fact remains, I just feel like we are less than, basically blacks are like at the bottom of the totem pole, whereas everybody else is. And it shouldn't even be that way. And it's just in how we're treated. Not everybody, because I know some cool people who don't feel that way, who they don't care about skin color, they're cool or whatever. But it's just the people who keep racism alive. Like, why? Why? What's the point? What are you getting out of it? It's more exhausting hating a race than it is to love. hating somebody for no reason takes up too much energy. Like, it just needs to stop. And as a mother, I really, really, really am afraid for my kids. But I'm going to do my absolute best to raise them to not see color, only see personality, because that's how I am. I don't care what color you are, where you from. I love everybody, but if your personality is nasty, I don't want nothing to do with you. And that's what I'm going to teach my kids, because this is crazy. This is crazy. So he basically wanted to start a race war, and he basically, I would say he partly succeeded, but he partly failed too, because now you have people, I saw like some like supporters, white supporters too, basically saying, white silence is violence, we need to step up, stuff like that. So there's some, there's white people out there who support black people and vice versa. So, I mean, you have different classes of people. And I mean, that's just how the world works. Everybody's different. So, the whole situation is sad. Them people didn't deserve to die the way they did. And, naturally, they talking about I think they said he's mentally ill or something like that, and he grew up in a rough house. I'm like, whatever, save the sob story. It's always a sob story when these massacres and all this other craziness happen. I don't care about your sob story. I don't care about your backstory. That has nothing to do with why you did what you did. Plain and simple. So I'm not even going to continue on with this story. I'll probably say one more thing about it probably in the next video, like probably an update, but then I'm moving on. But anyway, rest in peace to all 9 of the victims that passed away in the shooting. I pray their souls are at ease, and God welcomes all 9 of them into heaven with open arms. And that's that. So that's the end of Keeping It Current Volume 8. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.